for those who don't know who you is, man, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
First of all, I go by the name of Foundation. Back in the 80s, 89, 88, I was going under the name MCJT. To my left is my DJ.
D.J Julio back from the flex, baby.
That's what's up, man. You know, you definitely a pioneer in the game, man. You've been doing your thing for a while, man. Why don't you go ahead and, for those who don't know you is, man, why don't you go ahead and tell people your story, man?
Okay, let me lay it down. I'm gonna start from the 80s, basically to now. When I got into the game, I was influenced by beatboxing at first. That's how I came into the rap game. I started beatboxing. I stayed with my great grandmother in 86, and I grew up listening to Dougie Fresh, Dana Dane, Slick Rick, LL Cool J, but at the time I didn't know how to rhyme. I just messed around with it, played around with it, beatboxing and stuff like that. So when I came to Fort Wayne a year later, I got a little serious with it.
So when you said you came to Fort Wayne, where was you at first?
Well, I stayed with my grandmother, great grandmother, in Florence, Alabama.
Oh, okay.
So I stayed there for a year. Then I got moved back here, went to middle school. Started at Guy Middle School back in 87. That started out listening to LL Cool J, Ice-T. I can go down the list. KRS-One, various rappers like that, Rakim and all them.
And them is some of the rappers that influence you?
Exactly. The ones that influenced me the most was LL Cool J and Ice-T. See, a lot of people don't know that. Back then my name was MCJT, and I got the J from Cool J. I got the T from Ice-T.
Oh, okay.
And I put it together, MCJT. When I wanted to listen to like lyrical skills, people that like flowing like lyrical skills, I put on LL Cool J. When I wanted to listen to like street knowledge and all that, I would put on Ice-T. So them two influenced me in the hip hop game. And that's what got me into the rap game. My first rap that I ever wrote was My Radio by LL Cool J. A lot of people don't know that. That was my first rap that I wrote in my mom's basement. And after I wrote that rhyme, I was like, man, I can rhyme. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can write my own rhyme. So I started messing around and doing my own rhymes back then. So I was still stumbling and trying to learn how to rhyme. It was all me raps back then. I didn't know how to do no story raps, none of that. You know what I'm saying? That was like 88, like I said, 87, 88. I was me rapping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Until I got my style up. The first song I recorded, probably like in the studio, was, I want to say this song called The Brother in Blue. It was a song that I did in this house studio by a partner that my mom knew. She introduced me to somebody that had a house studio, and I did my first like little single there called The Brother in Blue. I took that song kind of serious. I took it to Houston, performed in Houston, Texas with that song right there. From there I was like, okay, this is maybe something I want to do right here. And I was still going under the name MCJT at the time. That was like 88, 89. Going into 89, man, I still was just messing around, you know. I went to Guy Middle School at that time, 88. I ran into my man, Spook. He's not here right now. He was like my beatboxer. You know what I'm saying? Me and him used to battle in school. We used to have, like, he was my beatboxer. We used to have school battles. You know, I don't know if they still have that now, but back when we was growing up, we used to have school battles. We used to hurry up and couldn't wait for the school bell to ring. We'd run to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? And doing school battles like that. That's how I developed my school and freestyling like that. Back then it was like rappers like Preacher Man, Medium Bone, MC Cooler.
Yeah.
This before I was introduced in the game. I was still like in the shell.
Yeah.
Them rappers is already developing in their game.
So they was already established in the game, and then you came along and made a name for yourself.
Exactly. I saw them. You know, I grew up listening to them around locally.
Yeah.
Like, okay, let me try to slide up in this game with
Because
them.
you see what they was doing, and it kind of made you hungry for it even more then, huh?
Yeah, exactly. So, I ran into Cooler. He was going to Southside at the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna jump from middle school now, the South Side. I met MC Cooler in the South Side. He had a big C. When I first seen him, he had a C cut in his head. I didn't know who he was, but I heard about him. He went to Wayne, then he got shipped to the South Side. He had a big C in his head. I'm like, well, who was this cat right here? You know what I mean? Because back then it was battle. We were battle rappers. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you can get a name. You had to battle. You know what I'm saying? But we never really like touched bases on that. And one day, you know, we just linked up some kind of way, man. And he told me hey, he had these connections on this person and that person. And we linked up from there. Cooler was the first rapper that showed me how to write my rhymes in bars. Those who don't know who Cooler is MC, Indiana Stone now. He the first one rapper that showed me how to write my rhymes in bars, because I didn't know how to write my rhymes in bars. I used to just write my rhymes all through paper.
That's what's up.
So he came over one day, we was writing a song together, and he showed me how to write my rhymes in bars. So I give my credit to him on that. And then from there, he introduced me to Mark Zimmerman. We call him D.L.1. He had his home studio in his house, and from there, man, we just took off doing songs after songs after songs, and we got with a group called Havana Entertainment. Yeah. From Havana Entertainment, we started doing like little local shows around Fort Wayne. We did the Sunset, Ambassador, Links, so many.
The list go on and on.
Yeah. So we can go down the line on that. Then, so much history, man. From there, I met my man Bruce Marshall. through a partner of mine named Stubbs. Bruce Marshall, Stubbs brought Bruce Marshall in my mom's basement. I met Bruce Marshall in 1990, in the summer, September.
So for those who don't know who Bruce is, man, why don't you tell the viewers who is Bruce?
Okay, Bruce was an entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying? He was the type that worked for himself. He started his own barbecue company. It was Bonanza Barbecue at the time. He moved on to Can't Touch This Car Wash. His last job that he had was Chuck Wagon. That's his last restaurant he had. And Bruce, he was like a hip hop promoter.
Yeah.
You know, he did the shows. He opened, he brought acts and stuff here.
Yeah, so basically Bruce was basically one of the Fort Wayne first promoter that was really getting it in back then. Huh?
No, it was one before him. I want to say his name was Tyrone. I want to say his name was Tyrone. He was doing it before Bruce was doing it. But when he faded out, Bruce took over.
Oh, okay.
When Bruce took over the game, you couldn't get in the game unless you was messing with Bruce. Yeah, the only way you can get in the game and do these shows, this before Club V was even established, Mickey's and Billy's, all that. You know what I'm saying? Before any of those groups was coming here, Bruce was bringing all those new people.
That's what's up.
So you had to go through Bruce to get in the game. And I was Bruce's first artist. I met Bruce in my mom's basement. Bruce was a partner of mine named Stubbs. When he first came down in the basement, he had a show in Links. And he needed somebody to open up for him. And he was gonna pay me $200. I didn't even know him from a can of paint. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, I need somebody to open up for me. I'll pay you $200, listen to two songs. And at the time, I was with Havana Entertainment. So I was like, well, I want to do it with you, but let me talk to them. Even though I didn't have no contract with them, and I was still
loyal to you, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me talk to them first, and I'll get back with you. So when I went back to talk to them, they got jealous because what Bruce is going to pay me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they didn't want me to do it because Bruce was going to pay me so much. And they was only paying us like $35 to do a song, to do a show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I wasn't with no contract with them.
Yeah, just a verbal agreement, huh?
Yeah, just a verbal agreement. So after the show got canceled, we supposed to have opened up for Four Righteous Teachers, KRS-One, K-Solo, X-Clan, D-Nice at the Coliseum.
Yeah.
And Bruce had this show at the Links.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I want to do this show at Coliseum. At the same time, I want to do this show at Links. But when the show at the Coliseum got canceled, I dropped Havana Entertainment and rolled with Bruce. So when I rolled with Bruce, I was working at Burger King at the time, and he had me quit Burger King and work for him.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So I worked with Bruce, and I think a year later, I got a major record deal with Creative Funk out of Baltimore.